Positioning and transitioning. The coach is in a cross side. He's going to move to side mount. His arm is lassoed, his hand controlling the elbow. He switches his legs, brings his outside knee to the ear, and then brings his outside arm and elbow to the ear, squeezing like a vice, so the attacker cannot escape with her inside arm. He then will take his inside arm and move the attacker's arm, taking his other arm across her body, trapping her arms, keeping her from being able to escape. He grabs the belt, sits to the hip. Once he sits to the hip, he traps that arm. He either sits on it or he sits on the floor beside it, depending where the arm ends up. He puts his hand on the knee, controls the pant and the block, takes the knee over. As he takes the knee over, he establishes posts and blocks her from being able to bump and escape. Let's look at this from a different angle, cross side to side mount. He switches his legs. His hand has a firm grip on the back of the elbow. He brings the knee to the ear and trapping the arm so she cannot push off his body and escape. Once he creates this vice, he decides to switch and transition to another position, side control from side mount. He takes his arm across the body, pushes the arm out of the way. He takes his opposite hand, puts it on the floor and posts, sits to his hip, trapping her arms. Once again, as he moves to this new position, she cannot escape. She tries to bring her leg up to block him from mounting. He pushes the knee with his arm that was on the ground, bringing the knee and the shin across the hip. He then maintains a good base with his palms on the floor and stopping her from escaping. Important detail to note. A transition is the movement between two positions. A position is solid base. Wait for your attacker to be done making his or her spastic movement. This will make it easier for you to move from position to position. If you try to move when your attacker is being spastic, you will probably lose your position and fall to the floor. So take your time and move from one position to the next with tact and with good solid base and movement to create a good position.